gon' slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready? 8, read.
I got you. I got you.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I'm coming.
Throwing on first down. Lawrence. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. The throw over the middle, taken in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 plays, 2 catches. You have a feeling they're going to look for him early and often, and that's to be expected. You got a player of his caliber, why not?
And I think it's also a message from them to the defense that you're not going to dictate to us what we're going to do with one of our better players, because so often you hear about defenses saying we're going to take away what you do best. In this case, they're going to move him around, find proper matchups, and make sure they continue to funnel the ball to him.
Second and 3. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty.
You better be afraid of me.
Look at me. Door.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Yo, go.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
On the set.
Mike 12. Come on, baby, come on, let's go. Check Mike 12. Mike 12.
Hey, zoom.
12 the Mike.
Ready.
On first down, Lawrence. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Bullet good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. To the Pittsburgh. Echo. Hey, number 28, nice.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First down, Falcons.
Ready. 6-yard. 54. Right, 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Nikel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Now a handoff looking right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Number 28, Mike, he's coming.
He'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
Hey, Echo. 5.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check 24. Check 24.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch twitch. Watch twitch. Switch. Switch.
Second and 6. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 57, Mike, 57.
Hey, come on, oh, come on, oh.
57's Mike, Mike 57. Coming to you, coming to you. Check 31, check 31.
Five.
Alert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 58 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's no quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. It's a quarterback sneak. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it.
Go. Check.
Smooth.
Check hot route. Hot. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. Come on, boy.
Back to throw. Lawrence under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now they try the right side here. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punt.
This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for the Panthers. 64 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Hey, Wahoo! 51's the mic, 51's the mic.
Right here, right here.
51's the mic. 51, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Ready?
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Still going. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him, Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's got his man on the out route. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check, Mike 57, Mike 56. Sam off. Check. Fresno. 5.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Yep.
57.
From the gun, Lawrence. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's able to find Wallace. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. For Kidder here, it's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson. They'll drop the throw. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now, the intended receiver out of the backfield was Jalen Samuels, and it's 3rd down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now they try the right side here. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Strip that ball. Undercrush.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
First down, Atlanta.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff looking right. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And he's got this down to the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
You ready?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Hey, lock it.
Off play action. Lawrence. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 10. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Out of the gun now on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. He's such a good route runner, shows it there on third down, very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now they try the right side here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, second and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a second and 11. Got his man there. It's Wallace complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Under 10, 10. Back. Switch. Number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Mike 28.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
The tackle by Brian Burns. A gain of 2.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves. to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up, because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
Right here, go. Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that. Defense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence firing quickly here, and that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Tighten up. Pull it together. Check. Hey, watch it. Shoot. Out. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a handoff looking right. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Check. Watch 54. Yeah, that's what I do. Shoot. Do. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now they try the right side here. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming, check in.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. That's Wallace. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the safety creep. Check 3. Check 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Rush in. Safe. Squeeze. You go tight. Delta. You got tight.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. Now back to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now, this is still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. They do tack on the extra point as well. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll look to throw. Caught by Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Complete to Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready. Mike 54. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Check 52. Slam.
Spawn.
Check 50.
And to give this time to the tailback. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That's it, baby.
Brings up 4th down.
Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is indeed good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
Go on. Hey, check 20.
2nd and 5. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And this is caught. He hits more. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
Leo! That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Recon, 132 fighter.
To throw on second down. Lawrence. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Carolina, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall